Good morning, it's Crystal Michelle with the Soul Ascension. Here's Shelby, and Aloci's eating. This is going to be really quick. I have to share this. It's like a hard win for me, and I just was awoken to this morning, especially with my firstborn. And there's always these gurus who say oh, I have the key, I have the answer, it's my way or the highway, I'm so, it doesn't work like that. But what I do is I awaken you to your own equation to balance. And that's a huge difference. And I don't claim to know what I'm doing, but a huge example for me, it's all about positive action. So I was gotten rid of, my mom got rid of me at 6 months old. Yes, she did. And that's a huge win for me. That's my cardinal sin of wounds. That is the supreme Ayatollah of this life for me. It's the abandonment. It's where everything roots from that moment of not being worthy. And I remember asking myself every single day, what did I do to deserve this? Why do I not have my mom? Yeah, you do have your mom. You're lucky. So, that was a hurt for me, and everything was a trigger for me. Hi. And every single person was a trigger for me in some way, because they had their mom or their dad, and I didn't. And it took me a long time to realize why I didn't have friends and why I was so hateful and evil, like my mom would say. And first of all, I'm not. I was hurt, but that was my wound. And I've learned now in dealing with the triggers, especially with my firstborn, is that it's about balancing your equation. So for me, not having my mom and asking myself every single day, if, what did I do to deserve this? Why am I here? Why don't I have my mom? Why am I in the wrong place at the wrong time? When is it going to work out for me? And I manifested having my own family. So here I am now, with my own family, and I did it, and it's uncomfortable and scary for me, and that was my positive action. And when we can fully step into the now and realize that we are where we always wanted to be, and that's always been the case, then we can awaken that part of us. So for me, being present and loving my children and being a mom, that is the positive action of my trauma. So I have to take that and be positive with the negative. And it hurts really bad sometimes for me to be a mom, or to see my friends have moms they can call, and I have no family at all. I have no one to talk to, and I'm this leader, and I have to pave this way for my own legacy, and I have to be that. And that's what people don't realize, is you have to be that person for your lineage. And we're always looking back at our ancestors, but it's skipped a bunch of generations, and we have to be that person. So we are being called in this time of positive action to ascend. And by taking that positive action and by counteracting the negative and putting positive energy into it, for me, being present and a gentle parent and saying I'm sorry when I fuck up to my kids, that is it for me. That's the positive action. And I keep trying to look elsewhere for all these solutions and purpose. And I'm learning that everything comes from me being present with my kids, and all my truths come when I face myself. So everyone's looking for all these things, and we have to face ourselves, and I am a karmic healer. So what I do is we dig deep and we figure out why you are where you are, and we have to be responsible and accountable, and then you either have your story and you cling on to that, and that's your baseline, or you can let go of your story, and you can be your higher self and leave your heavy ego at the base of your triangle. Imagine that's the base of your triangle right there. That's your ego. That is the plane of this matrix. That's where we subside. That's where we reside, if it's real. Or you can pull your two parts of your triangle up and have one here and one here on your base. Ego self, or for me, or whatever problem you have. And this is how I approach everything. I have my shitty childhood, which I'm feeling. But if I only focus on that, it's too heavy, and it falls back to the ego. So if I lift up and I have my story, I have to also be able to take the positive action to support that story to reside in that top little portion, that high point. That is alignment. Everyone wonders how you get in alignment. You deal with your shit, you feel, and you heal. And it works in threes. So you have your base, your ego. You will always have that. You will always be there. But where you want to reside is that top little point on your triangle right there. That's over zero. That's the undefined. That is the fifth dimension. That is where we aim to be. It's fully detaching, and it's within your brain. You have to just do that. So adoption, everything, my whole life trauma is this portion, and now I'm working on this portion because my triangle has fallen, and I'm slowly working towards lifting it up. Everything works in triangles, if you can conceptualize that. I need to get paper next time. I haven't actually shared this truth yet. That's really cool. I just now channeled this triangle I've been working on in a way to be able to explain how I ascend and how how you get clients and how you do all these things. But here's your base. One side is your story, and that story has been weighing on you your whole life, so you're flat. And then at some point you start waking up, so we push it up, until we get that equilateral. Then you can support it, and you can support your story and detach fully, because now you've created this foundation within the matrix that has ascended up to your top portion, and that is where we want to reside. Fully detached in a state of allowance and acceptance. Fully feeling everything, but not taking it personally. That is the place of the responding, not reacting. Reacting uses emotion. We don't want to use emotion. We want to come from a place where our cup is full, where we look within, where we realize that our story is just a tool, and other people are stuck in their story, and we can't bite onto their story because they live that story. So if you've seen The Matrix, it's just like that. You took your pill, you ripped those out. You're not connected anymore, yet you are part of that. And then that's a really hard thing to feel this way, and to trust this process. It's a crazy process right now. It's really, really intense. It's really crazy. And, I find it's important for me to do these videos in front of my kids too, and we have to start sharing with them what we're doing in this healing process, because their cells are absorbing it, and we're learning. And like I touched base a few minutes ago, we have to pave this way, and it's not the job of your ancestors anymore to come to you. Yes, they're there, but there's been a lot of generations of hurt in between them, and it was supposed to be that way for you to wake up and to start creating. And realize that this is yours to create. And when we can detach from our story, and we can start realizing that we can break down that fear and it's an illusion, and we can create, I prefer co-create. I think that we do co-create because we have this purpose, this divine purpose, and that's within our DNA and our cells, because we signed a soul contract to get to this moment, and everything has been for your best, highest purpose. It's just really difficult to approach everything in that way. But the mean between each side of the triangle is that middle point. It's the undefined. It's the over zero. And whenever each ascension, you're getting higher and higher to the top portion of your triangle, and that's like your fingerprint. So when we each have our own story, and it's a tool. And so I think that I'm going to leave it after that. But I just really think that it's the time that we start looking within and cultivating these changes within, because when we start becoming accountable and responsible for the energy that we put out and absorb on both ends of that, you can find that middle point of balance, and we can start balancing our own equation. So we are being called right now as we move forward towards this fifth dimension and this crazy merging of consciousness greater than I can't even explain. It's really, we have to stop playing small. We get to stop playing small. We get to be present in the now and leave their system. It is the time to leave that broken, corrupt system. You can't go back to the system that broke you and expect it to fix you. You have that within yourselves. And you can do that, but you have to believe that you can. And I challenge you to write down 100 goals and see how limited you are. Carly, if you watch this, that's from you, and you're amazing. Super inspired by you. It's unbelievable, but you'll see this when you're supposed to. But yes, I'm gonna leave it at that though. For real, I have to go to the store because I ordered a new bed. I invested in a new bed, so it's great. But we got to get sheets because little Miss Shelby is going to have a new queen size. She's going to have my old queen. She's living La Vida Loca. But yes, Be present in the now. Enjoy your now. Enjoy the hell out of your life, because you're meant to enjoy the fuck out of it. Enjoy what you're doing and walk away from what's not serving you. You can do that. I give you permission. Give yourself permission to love the fucking shit out of yourself. You can do it. You are love. You are light. You are hope. You are change. You are worthy. You can do hard things. The time is now. Mwah. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening, sharing your energy, and evolving with me on this amazing journey we're on. Have a great day.